Hello subscribers, this is yours truly JBlue68 coming to you again with a second video today, and today being of course January the 12th Sunday. Well, this video was actually filmed on Friday, but YouTube flagged me and told me I had to take the video down, sorta anyway, because of how I had the video. The settings on the video were not right, so I'm actually refilming this video. This is going to be my comic book pick of the week again, which is Doctor Strange #1, and this video is intended for adults only. Unfortunately, it's not for kids, it's for adults and mature audiences. This is Doctor Strange #1, Surgeon Supreme, written by Mark Waid, with contributors Kev Walker and Javier Tartaglia. Before I get into this video too, I also want to say thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Please help me to get to that 200 mark next. 200 mark next. Did I say that right? Yes, I did. Yes, I'm looking to get up to 200 subscribers or more. Please tap the bell, hit the like button, share and subscribe on your way out and on your way into this video. But before we actually get into the comic book too, there's another announcement concerning Doctor Strange, and that is that Scott Dereckson, the director for the first Doctor Strange movie, unfortunately has dropped out of directing the sequel, which is of course titled Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. From what I read, there were creative differences with the director between him and Marvel. They didn't part on bad terms, fortunately. The creative differences being that he wanted Doctor Strange to be a horror movie, more more so to, like, I guess, and he's known for directing horror movies, more so liking to like something like 28 Days Later, or something along those lines, a hardcore R. He actually wanted the movie to be rated R, but of course Disney and Marvel are not having that. They want to keep their movies, still where I guess kids could watch them or something, kind of like what's going on with YouTube right now. But yeah, so it's going to be PG-13. There will be scary images in it, according to Kevin Feige, but he doesn't want it to be a hard R. He wants it to be more so like almost like Steven Spielberg film, like probably Poltergeist, which has some scary images in it, but nonetheless, under parental guidance, you can bring a 10-year-old or even maybe a 5-year-old to watch it. So that's what they're shooting for. I'm thinking though eventually Marvel is going to have to break some eggs and make an omelet and have some rated R films in their entourage of movies, especially when you're talking about doing movies like, what is it, Daredevil, or something along those lines. One of their superheroes that are not really kid friendly, and that's actually indicated a lot of times in their videos. Still not in their videos, in their comic books. So yeah, at some point in time, they're going to have to go ahead and have a rated R film, and you're talking about doing Blade and Moon Knight on top of that. So I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's going to have to be done. All right. Anyway, my comic book pick of the week, Doctor Strange, and you see I have my Doctor Strange coffee cup here. Isn't that neat? I've shown this before in previous videos. Let's open up this book and show some of the artwork from the pages. I thought that this was a very well written book, and I'm going to repeat some of the things that I said in the previous video, and that is, this book really deals with the issues in the first couple of pages of a cancer patient that Doctor Strange is examining. He's dealing with brain cancer, and that kind of hit me immediately because I've had family members and friends, unfortunately, who've had to deal with cancer. My own mother of late, who also had to deal with this, life-threatening illness. But, I don't want to get too sad and dour in this video, because it's not meant to be sad and dour. But this is the second book that I've read under Marvel that deals with the issue of cancer. The other books that I read that dealt with the Cancerverse We're under what was it, the Annihilation Scourge or Annihilation Scourge series, which actually I thought was very good. I wanted to eventually do a review of that series too, which I very much enjoyed. But what I like about this book too is it deals with. Let me get some of this glare out of here if I can. It deals with Doctor Strange's life as being a surgeon, because he was a neurosurgeon before he became the Sorcerer Supreme, which was showed in the movie as well. But this gets into his other life or his other personality, as he is as a human being, as a surgeon. And me working at a hospital, I can relate, to some of the things that are said on some of the pages here. I also love the artwork. Very well done on these pages. And this book right here, if you've never read a Doctor Strange comic book, and honestly, this is my first time reading a Doctor Strange comic book in a long time, this is a good jumping on book. This page here actually explains the history of Stephen Strange and how he became a surgeon, and also how he became, again, the Surgeon Supreme. Okay. This page here I found quite humorous. There's some humor in this story too. On this page, he talks about the bureaucracy of working in a hospital. It says here, the afternoon is devoted to the bogs of hospital bureaucracy, 10 times more Byzantine than it used to be. Form after form, get this close to the camera, form after form, I get that into focus, on antiquated paper, mostly so the insurance companies can search for technicalities to avoid payment. And man, is that so true. Very funny there. Something I have to deal with too, and have dealt with in working in and for hospital. What surprised me too is at the end of the story, and who they reveal the villain is, that's causing all this turmoil and destruction amongst the populace here, and I think this is New York City. Yeah. And who they reveal the villain to be, I don't want to show that because I don't want to spoil that for anyone who's interested in buying this book. But again, it really does not skip or miss a beat in terms of transforming or showing him going from being a neurosurgeon to a sorcerer. It's not a convoluted story. I love that. It's not convoluted or rushed. It's well paced, well written, well designed. And again, a good jumping on point for those who've never read a Doctor Strange comic book before. I really recommend this book for reading. Again, my comic book pick of the week. You can check this out or purchase it at any local comic book shop near you. Again, this is Doctor Strange #1. I can't get any of this glare out of this video. I do apologize for that. But yeah, that's it. That's all, y'all. Let's get this straightened out here. So again, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Help me to get to that 200 mark next. I hope that you all are doing well in whatever part of the world you are in. Happy or good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and whatever time and place it is in the world for you. Peace, love, and hair grease.